What's up, guys? Welcome to my podcast, Lead and Bacon. That's the name of my podcast. My name is Jesus Barone, and tonight I'm actually really troubled. I'm really troubled, and I'll tell you why. I just don't understand. I don't understand. You know, one of the biggest things is sympathizers. Like, at some point, we have to call it for what it is when it's evil that's taking place. Sometimes you just can't justify something. You know, I don't know how many TikToks and how many YouTube videos I saw where people either on their lives or on YouTube they were making videos saying, well, America did this, well, America did that, well, Israel does this and does that to people. As a service member from the United States Army, I refuse that analogy. Because the men and women that I served honorably with, we went above and beyond to make sure that women and children were never hurt. To make sure we always took steps to ensure that civilians were never hurt. Always putting ourselves before anybody else to make sure that we were the ones taking the brunt of everything, all the danger. Our ROEs were always getting modified, not even for our benefit, but for the benefit of other people. I remember going to Iraq and we had to do an escalation of force where we had to shine a laser, blow a whistle, signal with flags, then warning shot, and then finally at the very end it was lethal shot. And lethal shot pretty much meant that we're right on top of you. That was for our convoys. We had PSYOPs operations, but we would tell the people, do not get close to our convoys. This is how we're going to react. Please don't do that. If you do get close, you're going to get hurt. But we went out of our way to make sure we told people all the time. I don't know one person. Have atrocities happened during our time in the military? Have we seen news reports of maybe some soldiers going rogue, like Bergdahl, or other soldiers that were doing things that were questionable? But guess what? We brought those soldiers to justice. Anybody that did anything that was not in accordance to our code, to what was right, we held accountable. What is this? What is this about people trying to justify what Hamas did? This isn't right. That's evil. Straight up evil. You're not going to sit there and say, well, guess what? They're on our land and they took everything from us and that's just what they get. No. That's cowardice, evil, trash. Do not compare us to trash. Do not say that the U.S. Army or the United States Marine Corps or the Navy or the Air Force or anybody else in police departments, anywhere, federal agents, we don't do that. And if we do it to men. And to what men? To terrorists or uniformed men. Men that were clearly combatants. It has been a tough day emotionally, personally, trying to make sure that my life and my family, everybody's protected, because the media throws it out there that, oh no, you shouldn't worry about these things. Oh no, they're just people, this and that. They're exercising their freedom to protest Israel. Protest Israel? What are they protesting, Israel? Are they protesting the fact that Israel decided to, guess what, they're not going to take crap anymore? Israel is a very small country, a very young country. They don't have that many people. I believe they have about 9 million people. That's a fraction of what the United States has, which is about 330 million people. They lost over 1,000 people in one day. If we were to do the math in regards to how many people the U.S. would have lost, if we put it to ratio, it would have been about 34,000 people. If 34,000 people were over in one day killed here in the United States, you don't think we would take arms? We took arms to defend our people when the Twin Towers fell, and that was about 3,500 people. Why isn't Israel allowed to take the fight to them? Why is it that we believe the propaganda that Hamas keeps putting out, that, oh, this projection that they're doing, that they suffer because of the people from Israel, that their women and children are getting hurt because Israel is doing attacks, when they clearly are preventing people from leaving their own homes? I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. Especially when you have people in Congress, our own Congress, like AOC, saying that Israel, by cutting off water and electricity to Gaza Strip, is inhumane and the humanitarian violations and blah, blah, blah. Really? Really? We're going to sit here and go that route. Our own government, our own representative of the United States is saying that. So what are we going to, what's Israel supposed to do? Feed and power their own enemy? I mean, last time I checked, if somebody came and murdered our women and raped our children and did all kinds of nasty crimes, I'm supposed to just give them my energy. Here's my food. Here's my power. Go ahead and sleep on my bed. Do you want me to serve that to you on a platter? No. That's enough, man. Like, when are we going to call evil for what it is? And it's understandable, 100% understandable, that it's not just that there's Palestinians that don't believe in that there's Palestinians that they can't stand up against Hamas. If they do, guess what? They're taken out. So we have to understand that the world isn't always as beautiful as we think it is, and people are not nice how we think that they are. That, oh, it's common sense, everybody understands, right? No, evil is real and very present. As a matter of fact, this isn't even a physical war. It is clear. Me being a warrior that believes in fighting, actually fighting, I understand this is a spiritual war. There's no doubt about it, man. This is evil. Yes, many Americans, many people, when they see innocent lives taken, of course we want to do something about it. But then I think about it and I say, this is spiritual. This is a spiritual fight. You can feel it. If you can't feel it in your heart of hearts, something's wrong. Something is wrong. I hope we wake up, America, because our First Amendment means a lot. It really does. But when there's people that are backing up Hamas, who just clearly did some evil, evil things, I don't know. What side of history are you on? These are the same people that celebrated when the Twin Towers fell. What side of history are you on? Think about it. That's all I got to say. Have a good night. And I'm praying for our country, and I'm praying for Israel. This is a spiritual war. It's not just a physical war. It's a spiritual war. My name is Jesus Barone. This is Lead and Bacon Podcast. Have a good night.